Find that comfortable seat. Sit nice and tall, shoulders back, eyes closed. All right. Take some deep breaths. Exhale completely. All right, feel back move. Let it all go. One more. All the way to the bottom. Nice. All right, let's open the eyes and come around hands and knees. Hands and knees, right into some cat cows. Spread the fingers. Inhale, looking forward. And exhale, looking under. Nice, keep rolling in the shoulders. Giving yourself time to fully complete the breath. Couple more. Don't race. Feel the low back move. Feel the upper back round. One more, shoulders back. And then tuck your chin, let the head be heavy. And then sit back in a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees open wide, arms forward. Nice big breaths. And maybe a little effort. Maybe you just kind of press the palms into the floor a little bit and pull the hips back a little bit. And then on your exhales, relax. Soften the arms, let the shoulders drop, armpits drop. And then on the inhale, again, press. Pull the hips back, press the hands into the floor. And then soften and let go. One more time. Press, pull the hips back. And then soften and let go. Nice. Bring your palms together, bend at the elbows. Elbows forward as much as possible. Tuck your chin, drop the forehead. Draw the breath up into the back. Exhale, let the hips sink down. Big breath into the upper back. Feel yourself sink into your legs. One more from tailbone to the back of the neck. And then exhale, sink to the floor. Nice. Drop the arms down, lift it up, and right into downward dog. All the way up and back, and pedal out those feet. Wake up the back of those legs. Shake out your head, even a little roll in your shoulders. Remember, there are adjustments, ways to move in downward dog. All right, don't think that when you get into downward dog, you're stuck and this is the pose and this is how you have to be. All right. Allow a little bit of movement. Right. Thighs are pulling you up and back. Hip creases pulling you back. Arms getting nice and strong. Nice, and you're gonna rock forward to high plank. Hold, look forward, keep breathing. All right, keep your thighs engaged so the legs don't get soft and soggy on you, right? Keep them up. And as you try to look forward, you're gonna notice you're gonna have to pull your shoulder blades back as if you're gonna kind of pull your chest forward. Nice, still pressing into the thumbs and pointer fingers. One more big breath. Nice, and you're gonna lower all the way down to the belly. And we're gonna go for Sphinx pose. So palms on the floor, elbows underneath shoulders, right? And again, you're kind of pressing the hands into the floor as if you're pulling your chest forward, but you're not lifting too much, because if you're lifting too much, it's gonna be hard to pull the shoulder blade down, right? So let yourself kind of sink into those shoulders and then feel those shoulder blades kind of squeeze together a little bit more, and then press into those hands and almost as if you're trying to slide your whole body forward. Nice. And then you're gonna look down, curl your toes under, and forearm plank.
Nice. And again, can you engage your thighs? But now, can you lift your head? Feel how your shoulder blades want to go down your back and kind of squeeze a little together. Nice. You're looking forward. Take another big breath. And then down to the floor you go. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders back. Push your belly into the floor. Nice big breaths. Keep pushing that belly down as you lift. Maybe bring your big toes together. Maybe you lift your legs. Maybe you don't. Maybe a little bend in your elbows. Got one more big breath here. Nice. And then you're dropping the arms back to downward dog. Nice job. All right, lift up that right leg. Take a big breath. Step your right foot forward. Lower the knee. Inhaling up. Exhale, top of the mat. Halfway up. Fold, drop your head. Into standing. Exhale, you fold. Halfway up, you lengthen. Fold, right leg back, right knee down. Inhaling up. Exhale, down dog. High plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up. Exhale, forward. Lower the knee all the way up. And back down, top of the mat. Halfway up. Fold completely. Strong legs to lift. Strong legs to fold forward. Halfway up, lengthen. Fold, left leg back, left knee down. Inhaling up. Exhale, down dog. High plank. Bend and lower. Back bend. And down dog. Left leg up again. Exhale all the way forward. Lower the knee. Big breath up. Exhale all the way to the top of the mat. Lengthen. Drop your head. Chair pose. Keep breathing. One more. Fold forward. Push your breath halfway up. Exhale, left leg back. High lunge all the way up. Exhale all the way to down dog. High plank. Exhale, lower. Back bending. And down dog. Right leg up, big breaths. Exhaling forward. Lower the knee, pushing the inhale. Pushing the exhale, top of the mat. Halfway up. Exhale completely. Chair pose. Still here. Push the inhale. Fold on the exhale. Halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, right leg back. Inhaling up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Bend and lower. Big breath in. Exhale to down dog. Right leg up again. Push your exhale, step forward. High lunge. All the way up. Big exhale, top of the mat. Halfway up, you lengthen. Big exhale, fold. Chair pose, bigger inhale. Pushing the exhale. Big inhale. Fold, let it go. Halfway up. Right leg back, exhaling. Inhaling, high lunge. Exhale, down dog. High plank, nice and steady. Lower. Big breath in. Exhale all the way to down dog. Left leg up. Exhale all the way forward. High lunge. Exhale to the top of the mat. Halfway up. Bigger exhale. Chair pose. Push the exhale. Big inhale. Fold forward, let it go. Halfway up. Fold left leg back. High lunge. Exhale, down dog. High plank. Bend and lower. Back bending. And child's pose, all the way back to child's pose. Dropping the head. Stretching it out. Another big breath. Nice, come up to hands and knees. Now we're going to thread the needle, but we're going to do it with our hips over our knees. So we're not going to do it from child's pose, right? So we're going to keep the hips up. Your left hand goes out in front, and then the right arm slides through. So your head and shoulder are dropping to the floor, but your hips are up in the air. Nice. It just adds a little extra pressure, a little weight to that right shoulder. And again, directing the breath into the back. Thinking about how that right hip kind of wants to pull back, up and back. Nice job. Maybe that left hand can walk over your head a little bit. Lift that left armpit and shoulder. Are we twisting? Yeah. One more breath. Nice job. Now you're going to bring that left hand closer. We're just going to switch sides. So we lift, right arm out in front, left arm through. Again, hips stay up so you're not letting them go back to the heels. Dropping the head and the shoulder, giving it a moment. Bigger breaths. Left hip crease pulling up and back to lengthen out that left side. Nice big exhales. One more. Nice. Maybe that right hand goes over the head a little bit, picking up that right armpit, twisting open just a little bit more. Last big breath. Nice job. And then you're going to bring that right hand closer to you. You're going to lift up and out. Come up to hands and knees. And just kind of roll on your shoulders a little bit. Nice. And then we're going to go to downward dog. When you're ready, walk your feet back. Find your downward dog. Nice steady breath. Remember, we're not dropping the belly and flaring the sit bones. We're lengthening by pulling the belly in and keeping that low back nice and long. So we're not trying to create big curves, right? If you don't know what I mean, drop your belly, stick your butt out, flare it, right? And then pull the belly in and notice what that does to the low back, right? There's always ways to kind of find adjustments. All right, beautiful. And then you're going to bend both knees, look in between your hands, step or jump forward, lift up halfway when you get there, drop your head and fold. Soft bend in the knees, grab your elbows, forearms, back of the legs, whatever you got. Right? Maybe you sway a little side to side, shake your head a little, maybe not.
And again, if you're looking at your feet, you're holding your head up. When you look at the world behind you, you're letting the head hang. The head's around like 10 pounds or so, and it's allowing the spine to get longer. At first, there's resistance in the back, and you have to soften, breathe into it, support yourself with your hands if you need to allow that back to release and the head to truly hang. All right, we're going to bend those knees for chair pose. Reach your arms forward. Pause and breathe. Shoulders down. Find your heels without falling back. Keep breathing. Sink it a little deeper. And then stand up. Beautiful. Left leg is going to step back. We're going to go warrior one. All right. Right knee bent, left leg straight. And again, you're not on a balance beam. Right foot on right side, left leg on left side. Lift up the arms. Go cactus. Feel those shoulder blades squeeze together. Nice steady breath. Find the right knee. Find your back leg. Press into both heels at the same time. Beautiful. All right, we're going to find that movement. So straighten the right leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend. Bring the arms forward. Inhale, pull them back. Exhale, bring them forward. Bend the knee. Got two more. Pull it back. Bring them forward. Pull them back. Bring them forward. Nice. Pause. Left arm underneath right arm. Left arm wraps around. Pull those forearms a little forward. But again, find your back heel. Left leg is straight. Find your front heel, front knee. Another full breath. Nice job. So you're going to lift your elbows. Lift your chin. Look up. Take another big breath. Nice job. Come back to center. Pause. Find both feet again. Now you're going to tilt your fingers to the left. Fingers tilt to the left. Head tilts to the right. Find the heels again. Ground yourself. Nice job. Come back to center. Fingertips to the right. Head to the left. Yes, beautiful. One more breath. Back to center. Right? Nice. And now you're going to undo cactus arms. Pull it apart. A little bit broader, a little bit wider. One more breath. Nice. And then bring the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Right? First, you're going to lunge into it a little bit. Lift your chest. Pull the arms back. Take a breath. And then look down first. And then fold forward. Belly towards the thigh. All right? Dropping the head. Find your heels again. Remember, your toes are not for gripping. They're for balance. So they should be able to kind of adjust and fluctuate. All right, front knee bent, back leg straight. Maybe you can drop your head a little more, tuck your chin, feel those arms lifting. One more big breath here. Beautiful. Drop the arms down to the floor. We're going to go warrior three, hands forward, lift up your left leg. Breathe. Left foot is flexed. Press that heel back. Standing leg as straight as you can make it today. Maybe you lift and hover. Maybe you don't. Pause and breathe. Maybe you don't constantly look for more. Maybe you just maintain where you are. Maybe that's hands on the floor and you're just maintaining lifting that leg. One more breath. And then hands to the floor, step together, forward fold, drop your head. Halfway up, you lengthen. Fold. Soft bend in your knees. And then truly bend those knees for chair pose. Arms forward. Shoulders down. Find your heels. Steady the breath. One more. And then stand up. Right leg back, warrior one. Again, hips and shoulders pointing forward. We lift up our arms. Find that right heel. Go cactus arms. Left heel. Both legs. Both heels. Pull those elbows back a little more. All right, we straighten the left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring it forward and bend. Pull the arms back and bring it forward. Pull it back. Bring it forward. Shoulder blades squeeze. And forward. One more.
And forward and pause. Nice right arm underneath left arm. Right arm underneath left arm. And you're pulling those forearms a little forward. Find your heels again. Back leg straight, engage it. Left heel, left knee bent. Steady breath. Nice job. All right, now we're gonna lift our elbows up, lift the chin up, but again, stay grounded in those heels. Don't use just your front foot, use your back leg too. One more breath here. Beautiful, come back to center and pause. Tilt your fingers to the right, hands to the right, head to the left. Find your heels, ground through those legs. Another breath. We come back to center, hands to the left, head to the right. Find those legs, stay balanced. One more. Come back to center. Nice, you're gonna undo those arms, go cactus. Pause, take another big breath. And then bring the hands down, interlace your fingers. All right, now we lift our chest, lean back into it, find those heels, take a breath. All right, we look down first, and then we fold. All right, dropping the head, but find your back leg instantly. Find that right heel, push it into the floor. Nice job. Maybe you can tuck the chin, let the head be heavy. Keep lifting the arms, pushing that breath. One more. Nice job. And then you're going to drop the arms down to the floor. Go warrior three. Hands forward. Lift up that right leg. Pause. Breathe. Flex your back foot. Really feel the back of that right leg straightening and lifting. Maybe standing leg is straight too. Maybe not. Working on it. Maybe you hover and look forward. Maybe just work at where you're at and just maintain. Remember, you don't always have to work for more. Just maintain where you're at and get really strong there. Another big breath. Beautiful. Hands to the floor. Step together. Lift halfway, engage your thighs. Fold, put a bend in the knees. Keep breathing here. You're going to walk back to downward dog. Nice job. Rocking forward to high plank. Bend and lower. Back bending. Back down to the floor, back down to the belly. We go Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath shoulders, palms flat. Remember, you kind of sink into those shoulders. You're not necessarily lifting up out of them. You're sinking in and then pulling the shoulder blades back. Pressing in is trying to slide that body forward. Nice. And then you go forearm plank, look down, curl the toes under, lift, breathe. Look forward a little. Nice. Can you feel those shoulder blades on your back working? Thighs working. Bigger breath. Nice job. Lower down. Now we're going to go into dolphin. So I'm going to interlace my fingers, right? Curl my toes under and come into your dolphin. However you need to get there. Walking your feet a little bit closer. Engaging your thighs, pulling your hips back. Letting the head hang. Nice, steady breath. Are those elbows going too wide? Can you bring them in just a little bit? Again, not letting the body weight let yourself sink into the shoulders and drop the head. If anything, push down and try to use your legs to pull your pelvis back, to lengthen out that torso. Nice job. We're going to do it one more time. You're going to look forward, walk your feet back. We go into forearm plank. You look forward, you take another big breath. And then you lower down, you go into Sphinx, palms down, elbows underneath shoulders, pull it forward, take a breath. Nice. And then all the way down to the belly, interlace your fingers behind your back. Push your belly into the floor as you lift your chest. Nice job. Nice big breaths here. Keep lifting as much as you can. Maybe your big toes come together, right? Can you feel those shoulder blades get closer? Palms closer. One more breath. Nice job. And then you're going to go back to child's pose. Stretch out in child's pose. Bring your palms together, bend at the elbows, elbows a little forward. Head drops. Nice job. One more. Beautiful. Drop the arms back up to downward dog. Almost there, guys. All right, lift up that right leg, stack the hip, bend the knee up and over. Hold, press into both hands, don't lean, but feel that right hip lifting. One more breath. And then step your right foot forward, lower the left knee. Lift up. Nice, you're gonna bring your palms together. Press into those hands, nice and strong, right? And you're gonna inch that right foot forward just a little bit. You're gonna start to lunge and then turn to the right, left elbow to the knee. Press into the hands as you twist, turn, and look at that right elbow. Pause, breathe. Notice how that right leg might be wobbling. Find that right heel. Press that heel onto the floor with effort. All right, back foot. Maybe the toes are curled under in your back foot and you have a little more stability. All right, beautiful. Can you think about lifting the torso a little bit and twisting? Turn your head, maybe look behind that right shoulder. One more breath. Nice, and then you're gonna undo, hands to the floor, curl your back toes under, straighten that back leg. Nice, and then you're gonna drop your left heel down. We're gonna go for side angle. If you wanna just bring your right hand inside, go for it. Bring that right elbow to the knee, left arm up and over. Find your heels, pinky side edges of your feet. Can you think about the hips kind of pulling underneath you as you turn and look up? And that right knee stay open. Maybe you can bend that right knee a little more. One more big breath. Nice job. Still here, I know. Last one. And then both hands go down to the floor. Pick up the back heel, step back, downward dog. Nice. Right into second side. We lift up our left leg, stack the hip, bend the knee up and over. Hold. Look at your right foot. Both hands are evenly pressing into the floor. You're still lifting and breathing. Feel one more. And then that left foot steps forward. Lower the right knee, lift up, palms together in front. Inch your left foot forward just a little bit. Lunge forward just a little bit. Turn to the left, right elbow to the knee. Press into the hands to help you twist. Once you get there, you just pause, right? Get to know that left foot. Is it wobbling? Can you sink into the kind of the hips and let that left knee bend a little more? Nice, stable with your back leg. Strong arms. Can we twist a little more? Can you turn the head? Look beyond that elbow or shoulder. Bigger breath. Still here. The whole torso is twisting. Nice job. One more. And then you undo, hands down to the floor. Well done. Curl your back toes under, straighten your back leg. We go side angle. So you rotate your back foot down, left hand inside, or maybe left elbow to the knee. Right arm up and over. Pause. Find your heels. Pinky side edges of your feet. All right, you're pulling the hips underneath you. You're not letting the butt stick out. As you pull the hips up, you're feeling that right side of your body, right shoulder, right hip. Try to open up towards the ceiling. Pull back a little bit. Nice job. Still here breathing. I know. You got one more. And there it is. Bring the hand down to the floor. Pick up the back heel. Step back, downward dog. Well done. High plank if you want. Bend and lower. Back bending. And down dog. All right, last standing pose. Bend your knees deeply. Look in between your hands. Step or jump forward. Lift up halfway when you get there. Fold, drop your head. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Lift your arms. Pause and breathe. One more. And stand. Nice. Left leg is stepping back. Warrior one again. All right. Hands to hips. Right knee bent. You're going to bring your hands behind you. grab your forearms or elbows, right? We're gonna straighten that right leg. First, can we lift our chest? Shoulder blades are back, chin is up. You're still breathing. Still here, maybe you can look up a little more. Big breath. All right, come back with the head. All right, we're gonna fold forward. First halfway, you look forward past your mat. Think about your hip creases pulling back, your head reaching forward, chest pulling forward. You pause, you breathe, the legs are screaming. Find your back leg. Left heel, press it into the floor. Maybe you can keep folding. If you need to put a bend in that right knee, go for it. See if you can drop your head. Push that breath, make it bigger. You're working. One more breath. Nice job. Beautiful. You're gonna drop the arms down to the floor. Pause here, right? If you can work on straightening or pulling that right hip crease back just a little bit, go for it. All right, head is heavy. You're gonna bend your right knee. We're gonna come back up to warrior one, lift all the way up. Nice, let it go. Step to the top of the mat. Right leg back. Warrior one, hands on hips, everything's pointing forward. Bring the hands behind you, grab your forearms or elbows. All right, we straighten that left leg. First, we lift our chest, maybe a little bit of a back bend, but lift your chin, shoulders down. Your forearms are kind of supporting your low back here. Breathing. Nice. And then come back with the head. And then you fold halfway and pause, looking forward. Find your right leg, right heel. Nice job. Again, your head, chest are reaching forward. Your butt's pulling back. One more breath. And then we're going to keep folding. Again, if you need to put a bend in the knee, go for it. If the hands drop, see if you can bring them back up again. Who knows? Balance out the weight. Is it too much weight in the front? What's going on in the back foot? Almost there. Still breathing. Letting the head hang. Beautiful. Drop the arms down if you haven't already. Again, we're just hanging here. If you're lifting up your head and looking at your foot, you're using the neck muscles. Look at your back foot. Look at the world behind you. Nice job. One more big breath. And then you're going to bend that left knee deeply to stand all the way back up. Lifting. And then let it go. Step to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Feet hip distance. Right? Bend the knees. Stick your butt out as you pull your shoulders back. Take another big breath. And then you look down and fold forward. Lifting the arms, shaking out your head. Nice job. Bending those elbows if you want. Maybe your hands go more towards your low back and you bend your elbows. Right? Get to know that sensation and then straighten those arms and see what it feels like. One more breath. All right, and then you're gonna drop the arms down, lift halfway, straighten your legs, and then fold, go back to downward dog. Nice. Again, always optional. High plank if you need it. Bend and lower. Back bending. And down dog. Nice job. All right, you're gonna lift up that right leg, take a big breath. And you're gonna bring that right leg forward for pigeon. Right leg forward for pigeon. Take your time, settle in. All right, remember left leg straight back behind you. Maybe you need to look at that left leg, make sure it's actually straight back and not at a diagonal. All right, and you can settle in and get as low as you wanna go. But again, we're paying attention to our right leg and keeping that right foot a little flexed. All right, right hip crease is thinking about pulling back. But at the end of the day, we're kind of stuck where we are. And we can make little adjustments and kind of distribute weight a little bit differently to modify, to balance out. But then it is kind of where we are. Remember, because big movements would require 911. All of a sudden, this leg and this right shin is not just going to come forward, right? Change in life doesn't happen that quick. And if it does, it's really dramatic and really hard. So can we appreciate the subtle changes? Can we appreciate the millimeters of change? Right? Because dramatic changes are really harsh, right? And they're really hard emotionally and for our nervous system. But we're geared to focus on that big movement. We like big change. We like abruptness, right? It catches our attention, right? But it's not necessarily the healthiest, right? So we start to pay attention to how has this pose changed now since you first got into it, right? Where do you feel it? Same place you always felt it? A little different? Has it started to feel, dare I say, better, right? After doing yoga for how long, has this pose gotten a little bit better for you? Right? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe today's a rough day, right? One more big breath. All right, we're gonna work on King Pigeon. At the end of the day, I want you to stretch out your quad. So if you come out of the pose completely and go and stretch your quad, right? But if you can do it in Pigeon, right? We sit up nice and tall, maybe you can reach back, grab the foot, right? Bend the elbow, who knows? If you are grabbing the foot, remember, we want the chest to point forward. We don't want to take the leg out with us, right? So keep your foot behind you and try to feel the chest pull forward. You're going to actually get a nice shoulder stretch there, right? Maybe you can bend at the elbow, maybe not. Another big breath. Nice job. Yeah, one more here. I know we're loving it. Beautiful. You're going to let it go. You're going to send it back. Downward dog. Shake it out. Woohoo. Wiggle it out. Get some blood in that leg. Second side. Lift up the left leg. Take a breath. Bring it forward for pigeon. Okay, take your time. Again, initial sensation tends to be loud, right? Hips tend to be tight. You breathe through it. You slowly sink into it, however low you need to go. If you need to stay up for a little bit, stay up for a little bit. Right? And again, if you find yourself being like, okay, what's next? I'm bored, then we're not scanning the body, right? We're not paying attention to, is that right leg rolling inward or rolling outward? Because we all have a tendency, right? And is that left hip going forward, but can we think about pulling it back a little bit? And then where's your breath? Has it gotten short and shallow on you? Can you make it bigger? Right? Are you clenching your jaw? Can you soften the skin around your face? Maybe you can start to sink into it. Maybe you've noticed the sensations have started to subside a little bit. Again, noticing how you can scan the body and keep the mind engaged in what's going on right now without it being this big, dramatic, movement-filled pose. Right? We can just be here and be like, okay, where's the shoulder? Where's that shoulder? Where's the hip? Where's the leg? Where's my breath? How is it changing over time? And that is the mental control, the focus, the training that is necessary for us to be able to meditate and for us to be able to relax in stressful positions, right? Because we're training the brain to focus, even though it's uncomfortable, even though there's sensation and we don't want to be here, we cannot focus on that, but we can focus on the breath. We can focus on where are we leaning? Are we favoring the right side or the left side too much? Right? So we're redirecting the brain into, I hate this pose and I don't want to do practice anymore and I don't like this, to where's my breath? Where's my right leg? Where's my left leg? Right? To more of a positive focus, or if anything, a neutral focus, right? So you thought it was a hip opener, which it is, but it's almost secondary. The hip concept and stretching out is great and really kind of a distraction, right? It's what's behind the scenes, which is the training the mind to stay focused on the right thing in an uncomfortable place, right? Another big breath, because life's uncomfortable. We're going to have to breathe through it. All right, we're gonna slowly lift it up and check out that quad, right? Again, if you need to get out of the pose and just stretch your quad, I want you to stretch your quad, right? Either you can sit up and you grab that leg, right? Again, you're pressing down with that left leg. Before we were just kind of sinking and softening, we're squeezing those legs together, pushing it into the floor to help you lift, right? Again, don't take that right shoulder. Don't let that right shoulder curl behind you. Try to bring that right shoulder forward without bringing your elbow or your foot. Yes, pull that elbow back, right? And you might start to get a shoulder stretch. Another big breath. Remember, you can always lean forward if you need to. As long as you're getting the quad, that's what we're here for. Yep, got another big breath. Aren't you excited? Beautiful. All right, you're gonna let it go. You're gonna roll over onto your side and bring both legs forward. Shake them out, bang them out. Get some blood back into them. Woo-hoo. All right, bend your knees, butt to the heels, tuck your chin, lower down. Nice, knees into chest. Good squeeze. Little rock side to side. Hands inside the knees, pull them apart, weigh them down. Close your eyes here and just relax. Let the tailbone try to settle. Feel the back of your pelvis on the floor. You need to pop or crack or any little movement to feel good, go for it. But eventually see if you can just settle, relax. Feel the exhales, letting you sink. All that movement, and now you're slowing down. Nice job. You're gonna bring your knees into your chest, good squeeze. All right, tuck your chin, forehead to knee, small bow. Lower your head back down to the floor. We're gonna go for bridge. Feet to the floor. Heels close to the butt. Press down, lift up. Shimmy your shoulders underneath. Palms get closer. Maybe feel those shoulders a little bit closer, those arms underneath you a little bit more, right? Isn't that exciting? And just take some big breaths. Find your heels. Think about pulling your calves towards you, your shins towards you, right? We're not pressing the legs forward. We're trying to pull those legs underneath us more, and that's going to help us lift. Nice job. You're looking straight up, maybe go onto tippy toes. Again, you might have to walk your feet a little bit more underneath you because those legs underneath you are going to help you lift up. Nice job, almost there. If you want to bend at your elbows, bring your hands to your butt or your low back, go for it. Another big breath, yep. Still here. Got one more. Beautiful. You're going to undo, lower back down to the floor. Take your time. Walk your feet a little forward and then pause. Maybe a little wiggle. Let it settle. And then bring your knees into your chest. Good squeeze. Little rock. Keep breathing. All right, straighten your left leg down to the floor. Press that left heel away. Squeeze your knee in. And then take it to the left for your twist, all the way over. Right arm reaches out, turn your head. Again, you're not bringing your chin to your shoulder. You're picking up your head, trying to get the ear closer to the floor. Turning, trying to look over at that thumb. Now, can you let your shoulders relax down? Can you feel your upper back try to settle? Nice big breaths. Keep turning. See if you can even tilt so your eyes look into the right corner. Right? Can you tilt your eyes and look towards the floor? Oh boy. All right, come back to center. Thanks for playing. Everything back to center. Switching. Left knee in. Hold. Flex your right foot. Still breathing, still here. And then take it for the twist. All the way over. Left arm out. And again, you're not tilting the chin down to look at the armpit. You're bringing that head up just a little bit to kind of twist and look to the space above that thumb. And then try to let the upper back settle. Feel that rise and fall happen with the breath. Letting the body settle in the twist. Now start to tilt your eyes, look to the left, look to the floor back there. Yes, really keep looking. And then you're back to center. Thanks for playing. Back to center. Knees into chest. Good squeeze. Feet to the floor. Bottoms of the feet together. Knees open wide. Hands behind your head. Elbows out wide. Shoulders down your back. Head is heavy. Eyes are closed. Nice, exaggerated breaths. And again, scanning the body. Where are your shoulders at? What's that low back doing? Can the belly and the rib cage soften down a little? Where's your pelvis? Are you on the back of the pelvis? Do the legs open up evenly, or does one leg feel higher or lower than the other? Do the feet touch each other evenly, or does it feel off? Weird. Again, training the mind to stay here with the body, with what you can truly have power over to change, modify, right? Because the mind wanders to all the things that we have no control over, right? And it wanders to the opinions, usually towards the negative side of things. So again, we think of this practice as making the body flexible and strong, and it is, but it's almost the facade that we fall for so that we train our brains in the process. Another big breath. And then you're going to straighten those arms and legs down to the floor and let it all go. Take up space. Palms face up. And if you want to let those arms be a little bit wider than you normally do, go for it. Right? The more the thumbs kind of roll back and keep the hand open, the more the shoulders roll back and keep the chest open. But if the arms are too close to your side, the shoulders roll in. So you want to keep those arms open and then see if you can relax with your exhales. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Then remind your body to let go. Let the mind relax. Let it wander. Let it bounce around. What does it feel like to just observe this time? Observe the body, observe the mind. How do they relax? How do they resist relaxing? Do they enjoy it? Do they fight it? Does the mind do one thing and the body does the other? Relax and breathe. Notice how when your mind gets caught up in thinking, the body becomes tense and you have to re-soften and empty out again. And now notice how you settled. Reflect back on you observing yourself in this pose. How did it go? How many things you thought about? How many feelings, emotions came and went? And again, it's about those subtleties. It's not about the big movements. It's not about the big declarations. It's about the fluctuations of the mind, where they go. Can you bring them back to the breath? Can you notice how the mind affects the body when you get into thoughts? Because it's this internal space, the internal feeling that's going to seep into your everyday life, into the external world. So as you take big breaths here, clear it all out, empty it out. Big inhale and exhale. Make space for something new. Make space for potentials, for positivity. As you wiggle your fingers and toes, reach your arms up and over your head, full body stretch, elongate. And then bend your knees and roll over onto your side. Remembering that we die in corpse pose, Shavasana, so that we can be reborn again in fetal pose with all that we need. So we press into our hands, we drag ourselves up, and we sit nice and tall. All right, shoulders back, eyes closed, and noticing how we feel. Bring the palms together, bow the head. And again, setting that intention to clear out the inside to make space for external possibilities, external positivity. That means we have to have space inside of us. All right, thank you so much for practicing. Have a wonderful rest of that day. Namaste. Thank you guys. Nice work. Wonderful job. Drink lots of water. And I will be back on Sunday. I promise. I'm not going anywhere this weekend. But it's good to see you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.